A big old Benz truck. I ain't gon' stop, I pop my roof, I ain't giving my mans up. And I ain't getting shot by cops that shoot no little handguns. Big old Benz, big old Benz truck. Big old Benz, a big old Benz truck. I ain't gon' stop, I pop my roof, I ain't giving my mans up. And I ain't getting shot by cops that shoot no.
So the Chaps My Ass segment, it's not meant to be as long as it was last episode. Last episode, I was talking about how YouTube pissed me off because I still haven't been able to put my first episode up on, but at this point, that's a wash. We're going to forget about the first episode. But the last Chaps My Ass segment took that long because I had to recap all the stuff that was missed because I can't get it to upload to YouTube. Doing the same exact thing that I did for episode 2, which had no problem uploading. Took forever. Actually, I'm going to add something to Chaps My Ass. Spectrum, what the fuck? I literally just upgraded to their highest speed internet package. Added $30 a month to my package just because of this. Because I knew the file sizes were big. To try to get my stuff uploaded to the internet quicker. So I don't have to sit around and wait 2 to 3 hours for a 10-minute video to upload. And if I try to post a 2-hour video like I did for the first episode, you can forget it. It's been 2 weeks. That thing's still pending. So, Spectrum, you don't get away with this shit either. But what really chaps my ass is the Kentucky high school athletic world. All the high schools. Not all of them, but some of them. There's zero excuse for these kids who are 13 to 18 years old, who go to school, handle their business in the classroom, do every single thing that you require them to do to be eligible to participate in sporting events, and then you go and sell those sporting events to fans, parents, whoever. You make massive amounts of money off of football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, all this stuff, okay? And I know some sports bring in more than others. That's not the point here. The taxpayers and the school systems make enough money to ensure that there's at least somebody responsible for taking the stuff that these kids are doing on and off the field and reporting that to media outlets, posting to different websites, especially recruiting websites. Some of these schools trying to find stats on their players is worse than pulling teeth. Like, it's painful and agonizing for me as a youth coach to think I can't even process how in 2024, with all the technology and all the shit all the tools that we have available to us for these school programs, to not have somebody in charge of taking each and every stat. I don't care if Joe Blow, who is the last kid off of the bench in basketball, gets 1 rebound. That 1 fucking rebound should be posted, and it should be shared, and it should be visible. Period. So figure it out, okay? You are failing these kids when you cannot take something so simple as the box score and those stats and have somebody responsible for transferring that to the internet where it is findable and visible to that player, their family, their coaches, people like me in the community who care, and also, guess what? College recruiters. If you're not doing everything in your power to push these kids, especially the upperclassmen, the juniors and seniors who are next in line for those scholarship offers, if you're not doing everything in your power for these kids to push them in order to get them a free education, then what are you doing in this business? What are you doing? Man, I don't get it. I don't understand that at all. And some of these sites, you go on there and you click on roster, you can forget it. I mean, I'm not talking about having each and every player's picture and a full biography and all that shit, but at least have their name, their class, maybe their GPA, something. I can't even find some of these teams' rosters. I mean, freshman, JV, varsity. There are varsity teams you can't find freaking rosters on. How? And the worst part is on the KHSAA, the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. If you go to their official website, if it's not in here, then where is it? If you go to this site, which is the official website of Kentucky High School Athletics, there are teams in here that have not filed required stat reports, playing a minimum of 2 games, no more than 2 missing stat reports. Now, Bullet East was just on this list 2 weeks ago. I seen it. Now, I don't know what happened, but they ain't on this list no more. Thank God you got it figured out, because I know y'all over there got the shit. I know y'all have the funds and the means necessary to make that shit happen. But there are teams still, and some of these, granted, I've never heard of, and I don't know how big or small they are, but still. We should have nobody on this report. So, the following schools deserve a shout out for not doing their job. Ballard, Community Christian, Paducah, David School, Elliott County, Francis Parker, Frankfort, Frankfort Christian, Franklin County, Harlan, Lafayette, Lawrence County, Montgomery County, North Hardin, Paintsville, Prestonburg, Rose Hill Christian, and Simon Kenton. You are failing your athletes. Get your shit together. The other thing that chaps my ass in the Kentucky High School Athletics is our basketball program, or our basketball system, rather. So in football in Kentucky, you have divisions, and these divisions are based on basically school size, school population, eligible players for the given team. And they do it like that so that little bitty towns in Podunk, Kentucky with 240 students don't have to go up against Trinity, Male, St. X, Frederick Douglass for state championships. There's a reason for that. They are at a clear and obvious competitive disadvantage and will never, based on the current system in place for basketball tournament for the Kentucky State basketball tournament, will never have a chance to post that banner, barring some miracle. And I love a David and Goliath moment, but damn it, you're making it impossible. Okay? Why can't we implement the same type of system for Kentucky high school basketball? It makes zero sense. Every now and then you're going to get a podunk town, a little county school that can go up against these teams. Man, some of these teams can literally recruit. They're private schools. They can recruit. They can offer free education to these families. I know this for a fact. I've got kids that I've coached who chose to go to the private school for free as opposed to going to the public school for free because their whatever athletic program is better. Okay? And I know for a fact some of these kids that I know have not had to pay to go to Trinity or St. X. Okay? That's a clear advantage. When you can go and handpick athletes from here, there, and everywhere, and then you're making schools who if you live in this circle on the map, you have to go to this school. Like, there are clear-cut disadvantages, and this shit's got to come to an end, okay? We need a tiered system in basketball to prevent the same teams and the same programs who have massive, massive numbers as far as student body in their schools to pull athletes from. Okay, we got to level the playing field. There's no and I'm not you. If you know me, you know I'm not a participation trophy guy. That's not what this shit is. It's not. But it's in fairness. It's like damn near like sportsmanship. It is essential to the competitive nature of Kentucky that we have different playing fields for different levels of schools. It's just that simple because the same rules do not apply to everybody. But the road to a championship, the road to hanging banners is the same for everybody, and that shit's not right. We need a tiered system in Kentucky high school basketball, period.
A big old Benz truck. I ain't gon' stop, I pop my roof, I ain't giving my mans up. And I ain't getting shot by cops that shoot no little handguns. Big old Benz, big old Benz truck. Big old Benz, a big old Benz truck. I ain't gon' stop, I pop my roof, I ain't giving my mans up. And I ain't getting shot by cops that shoot no little handguns. Big old Benz, big old Benz.